Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in the gorgeous award-winning Nocatee. Now, as you know, this community offers everything you could possibly desire with being less than 8 miles to the beach, having resort-style luxury amenities at your fingertips, great schools, great restaurants. I'm over here eating like literally all the time, at least once a week. I'm at Timothy's Seafood Shack or at the Louvre or at the Southern Kitchen. It really is one of the best master plan communities you could ever dream to live in. And I could tell you that all of my customers that have purchased in this master plan community, none of them regret it, and it has definitely been life-changing for many of the families that I've had the opportunity to help. And I want to be sure to get you some of the information as Nocatee is now in its final phase of offering you an opportunity to build your dream home and make this lifestyle yours. So there's about 6 neighborhoods still remaining. Now it started off, they have more than 40 to as far as that have been built out, but now you have the opportunity, the final phase. This is the final humdrum, like the final curtain for you to be able to take advantage of making this Nocatee lifestyle yours and being able to build a home from the ground up. Today, we're going to be unpacking a special treat out of the few neighborhoods that are remaining for you to take advantage of. This is one of the few where you can actually get a gated community and get 70 to 80 foot wide lots. So some of you that want a little more space between you and your neighbors, this opportunity here in Coral Ridge will give you just that. Now, the only other option is River Landing, which that's a whole nother different topic, but we're going to focus on Coral Ridge today because this is another treat that has happened since the last time I reported on this neighborhood. They've actually rolled out some new floor plans, like creme de la creme. Like, I'm pretty impressed with the new floor plans, and I see a lot of new homes, guys. These are definitely a step above what I've been actually showing you on this channel. So I think you want to be sure to stay tuned for that. One is behind me, and there's a few others that I'm going to try to fit into this one video, okay? So stay tuned. We're going to give you all the information on Coral Ridge. Now, we do have another video we did on part 1. This is more of our part 2 to give you the final phase of Coral Ridge so you can take advantage of it in these new floor plans that you are going to definitely want to see. So stay tuned, and thanks again for being here.
Thank you again for being here. Now, you want to be sure to stay tuned to the very end because that's where we're going to show you a little bit of a preview and a showcase of some of the newer floor plans that have been rolled out for Coral Ridge. Now, the other great thing about some of these floor plans, they do have the option to build them in other neighborhoods. But if you want more information about that, don't hesitate to reach out to me as your Florida real estate agent. I'm here to make sure you get paired up. But stay tuned. We're going to unpack these delicious new floor plans. But for those that may have missed our part 1, let's give you a little bit of inside scoop again on Coral Ridge. It is located in the south end of Nocatee, giving you quick, convenient access to A-rated Pine Island Academy, Seabrook Village Amenity Center, as well as less than 20 minutes to downtown St. Augustine. This neighborhood will only have about 200 homes upon being complete, with lot sizes ranging from 70 to 80 foot wide. It even has its own deluxe kids playground within the community, and of course, as mentioned, Seabrook Village Amenity Center is less than a stone throw away. Now, I know the size of lots is always something that comes up in conversation, so I wanted to show you a kind of a preview of lot sizes in the estate section in Coral Ridge.
So I know the question comes up often about how much space do you really get in between the homes. Now, average in new construction is going to be anywhere from 10 to 15 feet as far as the amount of space in between the homes. Now, the advantage of doing a building on an estate size lot is if you have an 80 foot wide lot, which most of these lots on average about 80, some are bigger, okay, you can build a 60 foot wide home and get a lot more space between you and your neighbor and get that extra 20 feet. So I got my heels on. Hopefully I don't sink in too much, but I just wanted to show you kind of an idea building on a 60 foot wide, building a 60 foot wide home on an 80 foot lot, how much space you would generally see between you and your neighbor. Now, it's going to vary based on if it's on a cul-de-sac, etc. It's going to vary, but on average, you're looking about this much space. All right, stay tuned. We're going to give you more information on this gorgeous neighborhood.
Now that we've gone over a little bit about Coral Ridge and shown you a little bit of what you can expect with lot sizes with their 80-foot series, let's dive into some of the new floor plans that have been rolled out. And I want you to be prepared to be amazed. And don't forget to push that like button if you're enjoying this video and appreciate this information. Now, these cathedral ceilings will definitely stop you in your tracks. They're about 18 feet in height with a nice peak. Of course, if you see the wood trim upon the top part of the cathedral peak, now that is an upgraded finish that you would have to pick out in the design studio or do both the carpenter after you close. That's not a standard included feature with this floor plan, but definitely one that showcase the epitome of having an open modern concept feel. Now, of course, you can add this additional upgrade of a wine cellar here that then transitions into a beautiful dining area with transom windows. And again, you have options with this builder as they're a semi-custom builder. They'll give you the options to customize this floor plan as you would like. So if you want to turn this dining room into an office, you have that option. Now, I love how instead of drywall, they've put more glass finishes throughout the home to really just kind of provide more natural light as well as a more of an elegant modern touch. Again, getting away from the traditional cookie cutter construction style. Now let's go ahead and unpack this owner suite. Now, as we walk through this owner's suite / owner's retreat, I want to get your thoughts in the comments on this particular floor plan. Now, could you see this floor plan working for you and your family needs? Now, we're going to discuss, it is 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, as it is currently set up in over 3,600 square feet. Now, you do have the option again, because this is a custom builder, semi-custom at that, you do have the option to change and modify, add bedrooms, or if you need to move walls, you can do that with this builder. Now, in Nocatee, particularly in Coral Ridge, there's 2 remaining builders that have opportunities for you to take advantage of. One will allow you to make endless amount of changes. The other, they have limited set changes that you can make, like add a bedroom, maybe add a bonus room, etc. But I'm happy to walk you through that process, so be sure to reach out to me. Now, isn't this pool like a resort? It looks like something you would see at the Ritz-Carlton, right? Well, you do have the option with this particular builder to add a custom pool to the build of your home. That way, when you move in, everything is complete and done. No more construction. You can just enjoy your Florida lifestyle.
Wait a minute. Before we go any further, there's an important note that you need to know when it comes to new construction in Northeast Florida. Now, all of our builders have different stipulations when it comes to realtor representation and having someone to walk you through the process. Most will require that your representation, your real estate agent, be with you on the first initial visit, okay? Now, I understand you want to just maybe see the model home, see what they're talking about, see what you're working with. But if you give that builder your name and fill out a registration card, you automatically cancel out your ability to use a real estate agent to walk you through the process, whether it be the contract, closing, walkthrough, inspections, etc. Okay? Trust, each of our builders in this area have their pros and their cons. You need to make sure you're working with someone that has direct experience working with each of the builders that can tell you what you're walking into before you go under contract. Remember, those contracts are legally binding. So you want to make sure that you know exactly what you're getting into. I've had the opportunity to work with most, if not all, the builders in this area, and I can tell you firsthand the things that you should know before you go under contract, okay? Don't hesitate to reach out, call, email, text. I'm here to make sure you get paired with the right home and the right builder in the right community for you and your family. All right, guys, stay tuned. We're going to jump back over.
All right, thank you guys for staying tuned. Now, we have 2 homes that we're going to showcase. This is just one. I want you to be sure to stay tuned for the next one. I think the other one is definitely going to stop you in your tracks, and I want to hear from you in the comments which home really is speaking to you and will meet your family needs. Now, again, this home, you do have the option to customize it according to your family needs. And I'm going to show you just a little bit of this outdoor summer kitchen casita. So it's like bringing outdoor entertainment inside so you can enjoy a little bit of the AC, but still having access to the outside. Now, you do have the option to turn this into an in-law suite or whatever kind of floats your boat with this particular builder. But let me hear your thoughts on this indoor-outdoor summer kitchen casita, if this would be something that you would use.
Now that I have your attention after touring this show-stopping new construction home, I cannot say how proud I am of the builders in this area, really stepping up their game and really taking a different approach to some of the design aesthetics that they're offering here in St. Johns County. Some have started to feel kind of humdrum and, cookie cutterish, but definitely the latest designs that have come out for particularly 70 to 80 foot lot series are definitely a step up from what we've been seeing here in this area. And this home is just one example. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind with many of our builders in this area, they build in multiple different neighborhoods. Now, of course, if you build in Ponte Vedra, where this home is, it's going to be a lot more expensive. Remember, in real estate, it's all about location. So this would be one of the premier locations. You're only about 10 to 8 miles from the beach. Depending on where you are in Ponte Vedra, you literally can get there within 15 minutes. So this is the premier side of St. Johns County. So you will notice a little more price per square foot. And I know you're thinking, okay, just get to the house. All right, the house is 4 bedrooms, as you saw, 4.5 baths. Each bedroom has its own bathroom, okay? It has its own walk-in closet. There is a separate office, as we saw here, a separate dining area here, which you can turn into an office if you want for those that need a second office. You have a wine cellar here. That is not standard. That's a feature that you can do. You have 17-foot ceilings in the great room here. You have a separate casita in the back, which I think would be great to convert to a mother-in-law suite. Now you can work with the builder, because this is a builder that will allow you to make changes and tailor the floor plan to your options that you need for your family. Now, again, guys, not all builders do that. And some of the ones that you guys consider as luxury, they don't offer you those options to be able to modify the floor plan to your needs. And I'm happy to kind of help you understand the difference between each of one, because there's so many different types of builders. And sometimes people get the wrong impression because of marketing, thinking that a builder will be able to meet their needs, and oftentimes they can't, okay? So how you can definitely get this floor plan to your liking. Now, we're gonna unpack more floor plans to come on this new floor plans that they've rolled out with this new 70 to 80 foot lot series, offering you a range of new floor plans for you to see and take advantage of.
Thank you guys for staying tuned to the very end. I wanted to reward you for those that stayed to the end and pushed liked and left a comment already, and show you one of these latest floor plan designs that is definitely one of a kind for Nocatee. It is definitely a more elevated, contemporary, modern feel with some warm undertones, as you can see here. Now, notice the ceiling heights here. It has elevated peak ceilings in the living great room area, within dropping down the ceilings down to about 14, adding a little bit of dimension and texture to this floor plan. Now, for those that love a large kitchen, this floor plan is definitely for you. Now, I will tell you one drawback to building with this particular builder. You're not maybe allowed to do as many customizations. This floor plan is set to have 4 bedrooms. You're not necessarily able to add an additional bedroom to this floor plan, but it is definitely one to consider, and has a lot of extra flex spaces as well that I'm going to show you momentarily. Now, I definitely want to hear from you in the comments. What do you think about this floor plan? All of my customers so far have been blown away by this option here. Of course, they have a wine cellar here You may not be wine cellar people, but you have that as a decorative option to add. Now, this room has been set up like an office, but you can also set this up for like a kid's separate play living area where they can keep their toys and their mess. And so you also have this back bar studio area here that can be a hangout room, where you can convert this to an office. And let me just show you a sneak peek into the owner's suite as well before we wrap up our time. If you want a full video tour and more information about this home, the base price of this home is starting around $1.4 million here in Nocatee, and you do have a range of options available as far as different floor plans. Don't hesitate to reach out if you want to know more about Coral Ridge or just homes in this area. I'm here to help.